And I always say how you feel matters. I'm a mindset and fitness coach. However, I'm heavy on the mindset because what good is an exercise routine going to do if you don't feel like doing it, if you can't get yourself to do it on a consistent, regular basis? We have to focus on how we're feeling, why we're feeling that way, and see what we can do to get ourselves to act on the things that we know that we need. Welcome back to my channel. This jacket is hunched up and it makes it look like I got no shoulder pads, and I detest shoulder pads, so there are no shoulder pads in there. Anyway, welcome. Okay, so I try to do, like, you know, updates on this channel about things that are going on with me, and I realized that I really haven't done, you know, a video like that in a while. So I started this new thing. Well, it's really an old thing that I'm bringing back because years ago, I remember growing up, my mom would get us up on Saturdays. Of course, we had to like do our weekend chores and stuff like that, but she would take us out and we would go window shopping. Well, window shopping really wasn't window shopping. Like, we would get stuff, but the purpose was for us to go out to eat and like look around, but we always ended up buying something. But it was a good little bonding moment. I started to do that with my son at some point, but it was a point in time where I just kind of, I don't know, I just put down everything and I just focused on being a mom. And when I mean I've put down everything, I mean I didn't think about going out, I didn't think about buying myself stuff, going shopping, I didn't think about nothing. I just thought about whatever my son needed. That was all I was here for. Not all I was here for, but that was my main focus, right? Going to work, making sure that everything, and maybe that's because, you know, I'm a single mom, and maybe, you know, at some point, I guess I felt like I just need to make sure everything happens, right? Because everything's on our shoulders. But the point of this video is just to talk about, as a woman over 40, the things that I just never thought about until now, or not even really never thought about until now, but the things that are going on that I feel like other people might be going through. And I just want to share my experience, and maybe it'll help somebody else. Obviously, it won't be all in this video, but you know, as we go on, we'll add stuff. I'll add stuff here and there. But today, this video is for anybody who is a woman over 40 and you feel lost, or you feel like you are serving everyone else. This is who this video is for, because I won't say I lost myself, but there was just a point in time where I just picked other things to focus on rather than myself. And now looking back, I realized that it was like a survival response to whatever was going on, you know, at the time of my life. And so now that I'm through those storms, and I've, closed the circle of completion on some of the things that I was so focused on back then, now I can kind of sit back and look and say, oh, dang, I wasn't, thinking from this mindset, or, I can really see, when you look back, obviously they say hindsight is 20/20, but you can look back and see like exactly where you went wrong in certain situations. Now, that is not what this is about. It's not about all the places that I went wrong, but it's really about the fact that when you get older, especially after you cross over 40, one, you have less fucks to give. You don't really care as much as you used to about what people thought. I never really was a person to think about what people thought, but maybe that's the Aries in me. I'm always, ready to strike out on my own. But the major thing that I realize now as a woman over 40 is that a lot of us are just trying to make it and survive, and that affects our choices, that affects, a lot of things, and sometimes it affects our points of view as well. And so if you are a woman over 40, look back onto your life, right? Hopefully you're a person that journals, but I would look back over your life, reflect on the mindset that you had when you were in your 20s, and take some time to compare it to the mindset that you have now. Only look for the things that you overcame. That means any habits that you stopped doing, any people that you stopped hanging around, things like that, places that you might have stopped going, anything that leveled you up, right? Think about those things, because whatever thought you were having in the moments where you made those decisions, that was you, right? And so that person still exists. Just because you're over 40 and the kids are growing up and all kinds of other things are happening, it doesn't mean that you have to lose yourself. All right, so I encourage everyone who is a woman over 40 to just embrace you. Who were you before you got distracted by, and when I say distracted, I mean by maybe you got pregnant, maybe you had to be a mother, maybe you had to start working, maybe you had to take care of somebody. The list could go on, but who were you before you got distracted, and what kind of goals and ambitions did you have for yourself? As a woman over 40, it's important to focus on the fact that now you can really focus on you, okay? Now, if you are a new mother as a woman over 40, then you have a whole new journey ahead of you, and that's a blessing as well. But I really encourage you to take part in this journal activity that I'm giving you today, and really reflect on your mindset when you were in your 20s, compare it to the mindset that you have now, and focus on how you have changed for the better, how you have grown, all of that. If you come up with any negative thoughts while you're doing it, get those things out of here, because we're focusing on these things: how we overcame something, maybe a bad habit we stopped doing, people we started hanging around, places we stopped going, self-sabotage and things like that. Now, this is only for you in your journal. You don't have to come back and post it here or anything like that, but I really, really encourage you to take part in that exercise and see what you learn about yourself. I, for one, did this exercise, and I definitely came away thinking that there's a whole lot that I want to re-explore now in my current mindset. Because you have to remember, when you're making decisions back in the day, you were making decisions from whatever your current mindset was at that time. And now that you know better, now that you've learned other things, like, what else can you do? How much greater can you be? Because truth be told, the 40s is a lot better than 20s, because for one, I got way more money in my 40s than I did in my 20s, and I can do whatever I want now. So that is something that I celebrate all the time. Just being grown and being able to do what I want to do. Now, that's all I'm going to leave you guys with today, but I want you to chime in below and let me know, have you ever stopped to compare your mindset from when you were younger to the mindset you are holding now? And what was the biggest difference that you noticed in your mindset and your way of thinking? That's what I want to know, because we are constantly growing, we're constantly changing, and we're constantly healing, and everybody has their own journeys, right? And honestly, healing never ends, because one, you never know what kind of day you're going to have and what you're going to be subjected to. So while you might be healed over here, something can trigger you and you won't know until it does. All right, so it's important to just reflect on yourself and take each day and set intentions to be better than the last, right? And I always say how you feel matters. I'm a mindset and fitness coach. However, I'm heavy on the mindset, because what good is the exercise routine going to do if you don't feel like doing it, if you can't get yourself to do it on a consistent, regular basis? We have to focus on how we're feeling, why we're feeling that way, and see what we can do to get ourselves to act on the things that we know that we need to do. If you're a woman over 40 and you need inspiration, or you want to transform some habits as we age gracefully, okay, because it's never too late to change, you can join my Facebook group called Transform Your Habits over on Facebook. I have put the link in the description below for those that are interested. Also, I always say that we should always be striving for something. And I have a new, well, really like a set of 3 new challenges or goals that I'm setting for myself, right? I want to be more flexible. I want to do a handstand, and I want to get better at jumping rope. Now, everybody knows that I love jumping rope. Everybody knows that, you know, yeah, I can jump rope with the simple bounce. But I want to start learning some jump rope tricks, okay? And I'm bringing you guys along with me, all right? So I'll let you know when I start. It's probably going to take me a couple of months to, you know, work on some of the things that I want to work on, but we're going to start off with just making jump rope a more consistent habit, okay? And if you want to join me in this challenge, definitely I encourage you to do so, okay? I will make an announcement when I finally start, and I'll have some suggested ropes that you guys could get. I like Cross Rope, and they partnered with another girl that I like her jumps. They partnered with her to make a beaded jump rope that I need to order because I want to get that. So check out Cross Rope, get a beaded rope, or you can get they have weighted ropes, like a quarter pound and a pound, but you need to get a speed rope or a beaded rope, all right, if you want to do this with me. And so it should be fun, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of funny videos, I'm sure. But I'm just going to basically, during the challenge, I'm going to basically come on here and do things, and you can do it along with me, okay? So if you are in for that, type I'm in the comments. I just wanted to come through and say happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers that are out here doing it every day, okay? You are appreciated, and do something for yourself today, all right? But that's all I have to say. I will be back in a few days with another video. You guys just keep your eyes glued to my channel. I appreciate the support of my people that are here. Share this channel with a friend, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Who is the master?
There is one place that you have not looked, and it is there, only there, that you shall find the master.
All right, Leroy. Who's the one and only master?
Fine, whatever.